I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own, but that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man who is blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
Corey, on SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these introductions, muttering to himself at times. Honestly, Rollins seems to be in Roman's head. Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins.
Rolled up from behind. This could be it. Rope break. Rope break. Oh, what a forearm.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the Bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Roman Reigns, 516 days as Universal Champion, putting the title on the line against his former Shield brother, Seth freaking Rollins.
Shoulder to the stomach.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table set? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief.
Countering that offense. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win. Reigns seems to be taking just a little bit more pleasure than he usually does as he piles on the attacks. The disdain he has for Rollins is off the charts.
Oh! The barricade!
He's got a mind to count out rules as he heads ringside.
Say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely fragile without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music, I bet if
Maybe time to start burning it down.
Rollins is starting to roll.
Momentum is pivoted towards Roman.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Lifted into position.
The champ flexing undeniable power. An incredible sign of dominance over the challenger.
There's the final way out of this.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here. Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman. I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
And Rollins finally able to keep that string of offense in check.
Brief sign of adrenaline from Rollins.
Narrowly escaping there.
Rollins making perfectly clear who the visionary is in this match.
And this one's taken to the outside.
The champ is in control.
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns, old Shield brother now.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's your answer.
Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again.
Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Reigns. Oh, spear by Reigns.
That's got to be it. Consider the championship retained. And he is directed into the corner.
Catches the kick.
The Tribal Chief taking a moment to compose himself.
Looks more like taking a moment to gloat. Rollins Rollins on the move. The stomp. The challenger comes up big.
The champ with a surprisingly quick kick out.
The fact that these superstars can still be moving at this point is beyond the realm of reality.
Hey guys, most nights Rollins would have just ended this, but not tonight. The head of the table, and Seth freaking Rollins.
Consider your title dreams dashed after that. Put in the corner now. Superman punch by the Tribal Chief. A spear. Devastating maneuver by the champion. Roman getting ready to finish this, to finally vanquish the demons of...
Reigns with the guillotine.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exorcised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now he can forget him.
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking. I'm the chief now! Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the WARGAMES. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if WARGAMES was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's WARGAMES match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The Bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original Bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jay Uso!
This man and the rest of the original Bloodline is under attack. The new Bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new Bloodline.
The original Bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new Bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new Bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob.
The new Bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG Bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the Bloodline.
The OG Bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG Bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Game structure. The original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions in just a matter of minutes. Beginning stages of Bloodline War Games, the original crew takes on the new blood. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
Great journalism there, Byron. A lot to prove from the new Bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
they have won some major matches and own titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
Into the cage now, and the numbers advantage is locked in.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Jacob Fatu cuts him off.
Punch right in the head.
There it is! Reversal!
What a display here. Counters on both sides. Clothesline! Ooh! Drop kick right on point.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Up high. Max handle from the middle rope.
At this stage, the damage is really mounted.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer a good defense will even matter at this point.
Here comes the buzzer. The numbers advantage vanishes with this next entrant.
Tremendous.
That unraveled on Zayn.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
And another big right.
What now?
Oh, up to the belly!
And he's going to the top.
Sky high.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moment. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Oh, from behind.
And Steiner.
Nice.
And now scaling the steel.
This is either Madden.
Oh, my God.
Jumping clothesline. What agility.
Jey Uso with a big punch. Now he's eating them up. And another big right. 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
But Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Is it not enough that they're already coming in with an advantage here? Is this really necessary? He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match. He's already bringing the numbers advantage, but he wants something more. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo, but let's...
And here we go. And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Oh, what a DDT!
Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
Tonga Loa being neutralized there.
Stopping at you for a change.
The timer is running out, and this next competitor will equalize things inside the cage. So it's the co-leader of the new blood, and it's Jay.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa. Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is up high.
Cross body from the top.
Jacob setting himself up top.
No way home. trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE. Oh, no. He's donning the Crimson Mask. What a callous attack.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. While Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times. Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the top rope. Uso with the Uso splash. Jacob Fatu got a problem here.
Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match. And Jimmy realizing he's not the only one in this match willing to do anything it takes.
Yeah, Tama had him well measured.
If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing for a fight.
But meanwhile, no doubt, Sammy just ended this.
The buildings of this building must be crumbling from the energy these fans are putting out right now. The superstars are giving it their all. That could put Tama down.
Jimmy with a game ender.
Kick in the face.
Cut.
Stop.
Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor enters.
Oh, man. Kick to the face.
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
He connects with a counter.
Clothesline! What agility!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a ball game.
Correction, Cole. We have ourselves a War Games.
It looks like they have no problem bending the rules there.
Just ruthless.
And the onslaught to his core is continuing.
If he keeps taking targeted strikes like this, he's going to be doubled over before long. Uso. Will Jay take advantage?
Boom, nice. Going up the cage now. Must have some sort of strategy in mind.
Top rope. Will Jimmy seal this up?
Tama, this could do it. He got the shoulder on top.
He just won't go away.
And that attack has the street champ looking a little less tough.
He's preparing for something. Spiked with a urinary. The head of the table sits down. Just a mess of wood and flesh after that.
He gives in and taps out. And Team Roman wins War Games.
The new Bloodline has fallen.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original Bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is, but
It is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the Bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new Bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true Bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Beginning stages of Bloodline War Games, the original crew takes on the new blood. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael.
A lot to prove from the new bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
Well, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks. Stops the attack with a hit to the gut.
Suplex.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth. From the middle rope, oh, what a splash! Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entrant.
That was a powerbomb with one message in mind. Absolute destruction. What a shot!
Yes, the trash can connects.
Talk about taking out the trash.
Jumping neck breaker. Ouch.
Oh, he slipped out.
Now looking at Jay.
Jay nailed all of it.
Vicious right forearm. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
Super kick! Oh, what a headbutt on the mark. Power slam! Ooh, man! Oh, man!
8 men in this war. But one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo Squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later. Old bloodline, new bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true Bloodline.
It'll be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victory. The target's been acquired once more. This could put a stop to Zayn.
My goodness, the human skeleton should have to endure a smash like that. Crucial combat. And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both Bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school training
is looking for revenge against the new Bloodline in War Games.
And you can tell there are true intentions in mind right now.
He's taking on some damage at this point.
Time to end it there. The volume in this building has increased exponentially. The fans are ringing these big booms.
Well, meanwhile, here's Sami Zayn.
Is that all she wrote for Tama Loa?
OG blood.
Palova kick in the corner. Zayn has this wrapped up.
And that was some vicious DDT we just saw.
Soaring.
Diving hammer strike. Man, this place is jumping.
Disturbing impact.
Oh, man. Adding more injury to injury with that hammer.
He can't seem to find any answer here.
Looks like the gas tank is running past E now.
Jimmy took plenty of pride in dishing out that pain.
And that was a well-executed attack.
Basically hammering him.
Athleticism from Jacob Fatu.
Jacob about to end this fight. Come on, you already had the advantage. You didn't need to bring that into the ring.
From the top.
That was painful.
He's starting to get to him. Jay puts a stop to that.
Entering the ring and assessing the situation.
Taken down by the neck.
Spear!
From the middle rope. He's definitely been worn down a little. Zayn's looking weak in the knees. Could spell trouble.
He's looking for yet another exclamation mark.
DDT. Jacob about to end this fight.
Executing a vicious Tongan twist. Jimmy with a cause for alarm.
Jay out of there in a hurry. Caught by the back of the elbow. Big overhand.
We're witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now. Counting down the seconds as this match gets closer to being even. And that is to bring Jimmy down.
Yeah, Jacob looked confident going on the attack.
Landing a big kick and a hit.
Here Jay is.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
Gets out of the way of that one. Super kick.
He's going up.
He's been taken hold.
Looks like he knew what was coming up. He gets manhandled over into the opposite ring. Oh, ouch!
Fighting between the rings. This match is devolved so fast. There's new life for Sami after that attack.
Much like his battle against the corporate machine, Sami is simply refusing to lose.
A jumping DDT. Got him where he wants him.
You want to know what version of the Bloodline is superior? Well, there's your answer. Solo's crew prevailed inside War Games.
These four men are true family. Each of them fought with that same bit of hunger and attitude we once saw in Roman's old crew. But now we know that